Pastor Paul Enenche reviews the lab results of Osinachi'S CT scan. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. In a video circulating online, Pastor Paul Enenche revealed a lot of things that happened before the death of singer Osinachi'S. The video can be found in Enenche's blog. The man of God said he made the video to dispel so much disinformation surrounding the death of Osinachi, a kingdom asset. According to Pastor Enenche, Osinachi and her husband initially came to him for prayers over a pain she said she was experiencing in her chest area. She never told anyone. Anyone never told him that it was as a result of any beating by her husband or anyone. He narrated that when he inquired later about her condition, she told him that she was getting better. About 2 months ago, she came again with her husband and requested that Pastor Paul Enenche help her get due medical attention. He accepted her request and made arrangements for her to go for lab check. According to the man of God, a computerized tomography (CT) scan was conducted on her, after which they felt there was a need for further investigation. She was transferred to University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, where histology and biopsy tests was conducted on her. According to Pastor Enenche, the result from histology and biopsy was much milder than the previous one of CT scan. She went to a national hospital to receive treatment. Afterwards, she said that she was feeling better. Now, you know what this tells me? This is telling me, okay, fine. Even if at the end of the day, we get to find out, only God knows the truth, but it gets to become a point that it's proving to be true that Osinachi did not die, as in she did not die as a result of domestic violence. We cannot rule out the fact that she faced domestic violence in her home. That is the thing. This man would not have been in this kind of a mess had they been he has not been turning his wife into a punching bag in the presence of his children. That is my own. Had it been this man was not that kind of a person, it would have been very difficult to pin this on him. Like if this man was known to be loving and caring from the children's view, and is indeed loving and caring to the wife and supportive, I don't see why the world will not be sending him a whole lot of condolences messages. Yes. We cannot rule out the fact that this man was actually abusing this woman. That is what Nigerians will not be able to. Yes, even if today they said, oh, it is as a result of one illness that she finally died, we are going to ask the question, was she being abused or not? Let's not forget to say the family of this. I don't want to believe the family of this lady now are also lying. Even the children. Let me not say even the children. Let's not come and there's some things you don't joke with. The children are coming out to say this is actually what is happening between them. And we know children, they don't know how to lie. They don't know how to lie. It is what they see. That is definitely what they are going to say. Now, what I'm trying to say is, if you are in a relationship that there is domestic violence, or maybe it has not started. This thing that they don't even start one day. It starts from you screaming. It starts from you hitting things down, smashing phones, destroying things, and later you come to realize that this thing you're doing is wrong. That you apologize, but it does not take away the fact it does not start one day. Gradually, there's going to be smashing of things. There are going to be anger. The way he speaks around people, the way he speaks, or he or she speaks to people around her or him, all this will continue to show signs. And the signs are for you to decide to stay with that person or to leave. Or to leave. That is just it. If not, I'm going to be asking this question, because I am certainly and I'm sure that some of these things that happen now, some of them are being showed. People get to see these things for themselves and imagine what will be the outcome. And still you're going to it. Go into it. So what I'm saying now is we cannot rule out the fact that this lady here, she was being domestically abused by her husband. We cannot rule out that fact. We can't, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we cannot rule out that part at all. What we are going to be saying now, like I said before, the consequences of, people are supposed to be sending this man condolences. Yes, had it been he was known to be supportive of the wife, he was known to be caring. His children cannot come out and, they can't come outside and say all these things against him. It's not possible. But now the thing is, it's already out in the space and people do not even want to hear any other thing. For the fact that they heard that this woman was actually being abused and she was being limited, like she was caged in her marriage. Nigerians will not be able to take away the memory from our mind. The pastor is not saying the truth. Someone has chest pain and went to pastor to help him get a hospital to treat her. What a story. This pastor is covering for his church member not to go to jail. Lies from the pit of hell. The God of truth and justice will reveal what's happened to Osinachi. Just imagine a pastor covering up for a criminal. The kids have said what happened. We are just here waiting for the result. Well, we are also not going to jump into conclusions. We are not going to jump into conclusions. At the end of the day, we are going to still wait and find out. Let us always think wisely. The explanation the husband gave started with what the man of God said. We should put into consideration that she is a musician, always screaming and singing at the top of her voice, and should be infected by microphone virus, MIS, multi-system inflammatory syndrome. This has been related to coronavirus. Okay, fine. There is possibility, like I said, there is a possibility that she did not die as a result of domestic violence. But you cannot really tell that she suffered from domestic violence when she was alive. Okay. The husband could be saying the truth about the chest pain, as it could be as a result of beating, hitting. So it does not take away the fact that this woman was abused, even if we get to find out tomorrow or next or whenever that this woman died out of something. It will not be able to rule out the fact that this woman was actually, she was in an abusive marriage. You can't take it away. And the thing is, whether she the cause of her death was domestic violence or not, I'm sorry to say this, but her death has really, given some women the courage. Like maybe they're like, if I continue to close my mouth, we know some of them are not true, but some of them that are true, most of them are coming out to say, you know what, I'm in an abusive marriage, so that I know we'll go die like this. They said the worst thing that can happen to a woman is not to be in a husband's, but I'm trying to say no. I don't agree with that perspective. The worst thing that can happen to a woman is for her to die in an abusive marriage and to leave her children not knowing what will become of them. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.